Hey guys, this is a short video to help you cite your papers that you may have to write and also how to use Turnitin effectively so that your plagiarism score isn't inflated. Because Turnitin isn't a perfect website, it does tend to mess up sometimes. So I'm just going to walk you through both the process of how to cite your sources in a paper and then how to effectively use Turnitin so that you can submit it as part of your reports. I know your semiotics deadline is coming up and you will have to use a Turnitin several times to figure out how to get your plagiarism report done because that is very important for your submissions. So let's just get into it. I have a small write-up here about MyCast here. So we're going to just pretend to cite this. So first things foremost, you need all your links ready for all the sources that you have used. Ensure that you have those links saved. Now at Mica, we use APA formatting, which is a style of formatting citations. You cannot like just put a series of links in a paper and say this is my bibliography. You do have to actually use the APA citation method. So the best way to do that is keep all your links on the side. Once you're done writing, make sure you know where each link needs to be put and just copy paste the link. So for example, this Financial Express article, suppose I'm citing this as a source for my write-up. I copy paste this link. Then this is like the best way to cite all your sources. It picks up like not just web pages and news articles, but also, for example, Spotify links. If you're citing a podcast or social media handles or even tweets, it will cite those for you as well. They have, for example, if you see here, they have all these types of things that they can cite for you. And given Mican assignments, we cite some pretty strange things and not just news articles. So pretty great website. Pretty simple. You just enter your link and hit search. Cite. Over here you can see this is marked red, so it automatically scrapes the website for you and gets all the fields that are required for the citation. This is marked red, initials G, last name we don't know, it's a guest feature, so I'm just putting NA. Access date can be set to today and you click on cite source. So here you go. So they have already created the citation for me here. You can see the date it was retrieved, the date it was made, the title of it, which place it's from, and the link itself. Now, coming back to the actual write-up, there are two ways, I guess, to cite your papers. One way is to put all of your APA citations at the end of the paper as a bibliography. Some people prefer that method. I prefer in-text citation, so I go to Insert, Footnote, and here I Control V. So I like to have in-text citations because later on when I'm referring back to it, it helps me understand where I got each piece of information from. And should you have issues with plagiarism later, it should also make it easier for you to figure out what part of your paragraph is it picking up from another website. So yeah, this is the best way to like cite your sources. Now going on to Turnitin. So once you have your PDF of your document, you go to Turnitin, log in. This is the screen that you will see once you log in. So now you can click on this self-assessment, PGP. I'm sure your number will be different. This is what our number looks like. You can see that I've already put in some assignments here and it has gone through the self-assessment. So the way this works is you can use each self-assessment, I believe, 3 times within a few consecutive like hours. But after that, it has like a cool down period for a while. So that basically means for one paper in one sitting, if you've never used Turnitin before, you can get it checked 9 times. So ideally that should not happen. Try not to waste all your citations and plagiarism checks immediately. Try to stick to using just 1 or 2. Usually 2 does the trick. First time is just to check and then you fix the mistakes. And the second time is to actually generate the report that you're going to submit with your assignment. So here you can see I've already submitted before, but if you have never submitted something before, you can just click on resubmit or it will say submit over there. See, you can see that notification that's popped up that says similarity report is already generated. You click on OK. Name the submission title, whatever it is you need to. I'm just going to put Minerva _ MyCast. Choose from this computer. There we go. Upload. Right. So it says, please confirm that this is the file you would like to submit. Yes, it is. Just check on your character count stuff, etc. Make sure it's the correct file you're submitting. Confirm. Now, this gives you a digital receipt saying that, hey, we've received your report. We are going to, create a report of it. Sometimes Turnitin can be a bit laggy. So make sure you're doing this a little bit in advance. Bit tough to do this just before a deadline. And once you've submitted it and confirmed, it'll say, congratulations, your submission is complete. This is your digital receipt, etc. Then you return to assignment list. Still processing. This might take a while.
10 years later.
Okay, Turnitin is not being my bestie right now. She's taking a long time to process what is literally 5 sentences. But no worries, I will show you guys what it looks like to actually have to toggle settings on Turnitin anyways. So I have my CA application here in this file here. So I'm just going to click view. It will then open a new window for you, as you can see here. So you can see these toggles on the side. It shows you how much plagiarism you currently have. So for example, if I click on this 3, it's pointing out which parts of the essay it's marking as taken from elsewhere. So you can see which parts of your submission are being problematic. How many ma'ams standards for plagiarism are 0%. Obviously, she knows how Turnitin works, and we have had conversations with RAs before where they say they do actually go through the report properly and see that what parts of it is it saying are plagiarized, because Turnitin is not perfect. It does mess up often. But in any case, here I have 3%, so this would be possible. If you're at like a 20% or a 25%, or even more than that, that can be a problem for you. So the best way to toggle this is to actually go here. So you have this filter button here. First of all, exclude quotes. So I'm just going to uncheck all these things for now. When you exclude quotes, anything that's put in between quotes, which you've directly quoted from somewhere, it doesn't include that in its plagiarism report. So that way your plagiarism percentage will fall significantly. You can also exclude your bibliography. If you put it alag say, then it will exclude all of those links and titles as well. And then this is what really, really helps. Exclude sources that are less than. So for example, those sentence fragments you saw earlier that were marked in red that were supposedly plagiarized, even though they're original writing. Again, obviously that has not been plagiarized because it's just like 4 to 5 words. But Turnitin thinks that it's been taken from somewhere else. So the best way to avoid that is to check exclude sources that are less than, click on words, and ideally I would not recommend going above 10 to 15 words. I'm going to put 15 here, not 115. And it will essentially apply changes. There you go, 0%. Now, when you generate your Turnitin report, when you actually download this and it gives you that Turnitin report at the end, it will say this fact at the end. Like, for example, I'm just going to download current view. Preparing to download. It actually shows the person checking the paper how many words you've chosen to exclude. So if you're trying to be smart and put like 100 words in there, your professors will know. So please try not to do that. The 10 to 15 words is fine because that gets rid of like unnecessary pickups that the system has. But if you try to put like far too many words, it will like professors will notice that and you will get into trouble. And plagiarism is taken pretty seriously at MICA, so avoid doing that. Here we go. I've opened this up. So you can see this is the one with the Turnitin report. Let me just go to the end. Yeah, there we go. So see, it says exclude quotes is on, exclude bibliography is on, exclude matches that are less than 15 words. If you put a number that is too large, professors will see it. So try not to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any more questions, feel free to WhatsApp us, ask any senior, we'll be able to help you. Best of luck.